Hey, it's Cal here, and just kind of learning about myself and kind of like furthering, deepening, like understanding myself and like the whole like this part of my or I don't have like words or reference points to describe a lot of my experiences, especially lately, because things like shifting and changing so much. But right now, it's like really discovering deeper or more parts of myself that I haven't really been very conscious of, where I'm microcephalic, so like my brain's different and my prefrontal cortex is like shaped different. And you know, I never really understood what that meant most of my life, and I was diagnosed with that when I was like 10 years old. And I could have taken it as like something really bad, right? In I don't know. I didn't really think much about that. I didn't really understand what that was when I was a kid. I was diagnosed with Tourette's, so I understood more what that was. And like, I didn't really take it as anything bad, like to me, it was just like normal. But now that I'm older, it's like, well, 2 years ago, it's like I kind of, and especially lately, I've been kind of looking at it like it's a blessing in disguise. It's really hard for me to judge people. It's really hard for me to see things as separate. It's really hard for me to see authority outside of myself, which in today's world is kind of a good thing, but also kind of like a difficult thing, because it was hard to go to school and like follow rules and like listen to authority, not to be like a rebel or anything, because I guess I was kind of rebellious as a teenager, but it's like I see myself as the authority, or as the person that makes my own decisions and acts upon them, and I'm like the only one that can do that, which is actually a true thing. But like my brain saw that, but a lot of people, it's like there's a part of my brain that doesn't understand rules, that doesn't know what rules are for some reason, or has a really difficult time with that concept of the external idea of people telling you to do this. And I think a lot of people get caught in this illusion of thinking that other people that can control them, that other people can tell them what they can or cannot do, but you actually make that decision within yourself. Now, there may be someone that can like physically pick you up and you have to like physically like defend yourself or whatever, like speaking about authority, like a cop can like handcuff you and throw you into a box and compartmentalize you for whatever you did by not following their rules, right? That's actually kind of fucked up in a way if you think about it. But if there's someone that's harming someone, that's why cops are there, to help us, to serve and protect us. But not to get on the rebellious side. My brain, well, not to get rebellistic, but like I just didn't understand really much of like rules. I didn't know what a rule was, not very easily. And it was like everyone was like trying to teach me this. Like you gotta like you gotta do what you're told. Is like I just follow my heart, do what feels good inside, do what seems right. But parents and teachers and people like that hated it. Thought I was fucking naughty. Which I was just a kid, I felt like. But I'm learning how to play this song on the ukulele called All the Colors of the Wind. It's a Pocahontas song. And it's like I'm noticing, and maybe this isn't because of this, but I'm noticing I feel like a part of me was kind of resistant to learn to attach the symbols to chords, where I like to really just I really just like to learn like by the shapes of the chords and like how it feels and how it sounds. I don't like to like externalize and attach like a symbol to what it means on the instrument. I like to just focus all the energy on the instrument. I don't really like to read sheet music or tabs. I don't really care much for that, but it's like necessary to learn a song, or to learn someone else's song. So like I'm really good at playing music and stuff, but I don't know very many other songs. And a lot of times how I learn songs is just by going with the sound of it in the ring, and just kind of singing to it and just following it intuitively and like impulsively. And that seems to kind of be the thing about my prefrontal cortex. Like it's cracked wide open. Like it's different. It's like, I don't want to say that it's like missing, but there's like a part of my brain that just is like cracked wide open. It's not like anything's missing. It's just like I don't know how to describe it. I'm still learning about it too. It's like, so impulsivity is kind of my thing. So it's like I channel information, like I absorb information. I really just follow things intuitively and from my heart, and so it's almost as if like my third eye can see clear. It's like there's not any like Gestapo or like section of my brain that is like saying, that is like full of like conditioning. It's kind of really hard for society to condition me, and so it's a lot easier for me to be individualistic and to follow my heart, if that makes sense. But it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm seeing parts of conditionings that I've like removed and stuff, but it's really been a lot easier for me. So I feel I don't take it as a disadvantage. I take it as an advantage, and I feel like it relates to like what people call this twin flame idea in theory, where it's like when you come to a physical reality, it's like you're like each a half to a shell, and you share the same pearl within that shell. And so it kind of makes sense that if twin flames were going to come back into union in around this time, like it makes sense that one half would like kind of have like I'm really intuitive. I'm not as much cognitive. So it's like I'm really creative, and I really have that gift to be impulsive and creativity. Like I'm the kind of person that likes to sing and just make noise, not to sing words, but to make noise. Whereas the cognitive part would be to sing words, right? And to do the really logical part of it. That's what cognitive is. And so it's like I feel like my twin flame or my life partner is more this like logical black and white energy maybe, and it's like I'm the other half, but it's like we're both of those, and it's like we balance those parts within ourselves and create a certain alignment, and then it's like when we come back together, like physically, where two halves of the shell come together, and in that pearl of our soul, which is our essence, is still there. It's just like being complete on an externalized physical level. It's like it fits together as like a puzzle piece if you look at it like from that perspective. Man, it's so hard to like bring these ideas down to earth and talk about it. It's like I have them inside. I understand it. I know it, but it's just like it furtherly deepens the understanding of it when I do these videos and journal it and talk about it. And it's like, whoa, okay, I've like always known about that. But it's like the puzzle pieces are like come together like physically, and it's like I feel like my life partner would lean a little bit more towards the cognitive, and me more towards the intuitive, which is kind of funny because the intuitive is like the female part, and then the cognitive is the masculine or male part. So it's almost like a furthering, deepening of it's almost more complex, but it like deepens like the balance of it, because to have for a female to lean a little more towards the cognitive in or so a female externally feminine, more masculine in, or not necessarily more masculine inside, but to have that kind of component, that logical and cognitivity, that masculine energy as like a puzzle piece in their mind, and be a female, then a male that's more creative and intuitive internally from their point of view as a mind, but then externally like masculine. That's like a new like energy, especially when these individuals come together, that gets brought to the earth. So it brings something really new a lot, and something really really unique. And I hope that makes sense. It was really hard to describe. It's like we don't have reference points to describe these things because they're so new. So it's like we got to create these reference points, and so it's like we make up these words, or like we use words that like mean something else, but we're saying, well, now this word means this, and we're just like using it as a reference point. And it's just like people do not understand me, so it's like I don't know how else to explain myself. I've been like this my whole life, and society has tried to condition me through school, my parents, whatever, putting me on pills, and it just didn't work. I could be conditioned a little bit where it was just basically fear, basically like numbing with pills, and a lot of fear and anxieties pushed on me. And dude, it was a lot of stuff to break through. It was a lot. Like my life has not been very easy. It has been tough, and now I feel really good, and I feel really relieved, and I just really feel like I need to get together with my partner, and I feel like I know who she is, and it's like have such a deep heart centered telepathic communication with her, and I don't know if she knows it. I feel like she does know it. I feel like she's starting to see it, and I feel like it's kind of like tripping her out, but I don't know. It's like this like love me not energy for me right now, and it's like black and white, like it's not black or white. It's like what's in the middle. It's like 50 Shades of Gray. So I feel like that guy from 50 Shades of Gray that like straps it, that like surrenders to this girl, this woman or whatever. I've never read the book, but gets strapped and like he gets whipped and tortured and just like allows it. That's like how I feel right now, but I feel like it's like breaking me apart and building me up stronger, and I feel like it also builds a lot of passion, and it's out of my control, and that's kind of how the astrology is right now. It's like things are just out of control, or the external, like there's energies that are like outside of my control. They're like externalized energies, and so it's just like you gotta surrender anyways. And I'm really craving to be with this person. I'm really craving to have a deep intimate connection with someone, and romantic, and that's just how it is. That's kind of a human thing. That's a physical thing. Like when you hear on a physical level, if there's distance between you and someone else that is like matches you like that, especially on this twin flame or divine life partnership that I feel like is my other half to my shell. And it's like we share the same pearl, the same soul. It's like not necessarily that you need that, but it's like time to come back together. And so it's like I'm really craving that. So it's like we created this distance to grow and to learn and to serve and help the world and all these things. And now it's just time to like become a complete whole shell again. And the shells come together. So to get back to that song with all the colors of the wind, it's a good message in it. The message is like it's the Native American message. It's the that all life is connected and all life is sacred and everything is alive, and even trees are sentient beings and conscious, and it's like living with the earth, and it's like looking at white man and seeing that they see everything as separate, and it's to be dominated and conquered and taken over and used for some sort of illusionistic type of gain, where it's like money, like that's an illusion, right? It's bookkeeping. It's a way of measurement, and it's not necessarily real resource or real wealth. So that's the old energy that's dying hard, and it's going away, and I'm thankful for it, and I can't wait to be with my best friend. uh, so yeah.